Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a little mishmash, some requests that I've gotten from patrons as well as some new releases, or I guess new releases in a way. Some of these that you're about to see I've recorded 2 weeks ago and they'll be stitched into here. But let's start with a couple new ones that I'm recording right now. Starting with 1OR8. A group called 1OR8. I've never heard of this group before. Brought up the video. This is a request from Orpheus. Don't Tell Nobody is the MV that we're checking out. I'm guessing this is a new group. I should have maybe done a little bit of research, but sometimes it's fun to go in blind on these. I did look down in the description and it says that it's produced by Ryan Tedder, written by Ryan Tedder, like the guy from One Republic. What are we getting into here? Production company Flip Evil. Is this like a new company that this group is under? I've also a lot of the time I do hear about new groups debuting and I'm very slow to get to some of them, but this is one that I have never heard of before in my life. It has 15, almost 16 million views in 5 months, which is quite good. Over 500,000 subscribers. So I could just be in the wrong on this one. Let's go. I don't know what I'm about to get into.
Can't stop doing the things that we doing the way that we ruining everybody.
You're ruining me?
I had to get in my bag cause I want it like this and I want it like that.
Oh, that choreo is kind of hard.
I'ma get it bustin' in a black Hellcat. Won't die at a 99.
Sounds like an American guy wrote this.
It ain't over till it's over. To hell with all the reasons. I don't feel the shame. You could call it an addiction. And you know I like the pain. Yeah, I can win some issues, but you might be my worst. Showing everybody how bad they were. Can't stop doing the things that we doing, the things that we doing. Don't tell nobody. Can't stop doing the things that we doing, the way that we ruin it. Everybody, yeah, I can keep it dirty secret, cause you know that I can. Can't stop doing the things that we doing, the things that we doing. Don't tell nobody. 태워가게 나 roof 나도 나 이제 하실이 누게 뜨끈 no license. If you know, you know. We the new bad boys of Tokyo. Shooting my shot until the clip is done. I'm only a saint when it's Saint Laurent. I'm in first place cause I pay some off, so don't nobody wanna take me on.
I'm making so many faces and I'm sorry. I'm not saying much. The vocals are pretty impressive, man. This is a Japanese group? I don't know what I got into. I should have done some research. I mean, you could tell it from some of these cars. We got Mount Fuji in the back. They said they were the bad boys of Tokyo. Listen, it's been done a million times before, but I'll never get sick of a car drifting around a dance scene.
To hell without the reasons. I don't feel the shame. I come with some issues.
Something about this feels very very 90s to me. Like, I sense the American boy group out of them. Yeah, I mean, they're in Japan. Damn, man. One of these guys, especially vocally. I mean, also the visuals here. Yeah, they have a song called Kawasaki. I mean, from where they were located to what they said in the lyrics to the visuals, everything, yeah, very much Japanese. But yeah, looking at their member profile, it does say 1OR8, that they are an 8-member global-based Japanese boy group under Avex Trax, a Japanese brand. And it is interesting that then this was produced by who I think, unless they just happen to share the same name, the dude from One Republic. But this does also feel, you know, K-pop takes plenty of inspiration from the old school, like 90s era American boy group. But this for some reason really, not just because they largely sung English, but it had that essence too. It had this really throwback kind of vibe, something that wasn't bred out of K-pop exactly, but flirts with it definitely. Yeah, it's quite interesting. It's certainly a really fun song, and I couldn't tell from like the get-go whether I was seeing a group that are performance monsters and then, oh holy shit, they slapped me with the vocals. So they certainly are talented as all hell. But it does seem like we're getting, I know, you know, Japanese groups have existed forever, but Japanese groups that are, again, flirting with the K-pop space and kind of blending those two together. We're seeing so many groups that are calling themselves global groups rather than, you know, a K-pop group or I guess here like a Japanese group. You're getting that kind of global appeal to where it's really starting to blur the lines. And here I think this song kind of does, but it felt oddly familiar with having that kind of throwback sound. And impressive. If this is still pre-debut stuff, this was in August of 2024, that they almost have 16 million views on this, and nearly, like I said, nearly half they have 530,000 subscribers, which is pretty solid. Interesting. So for those of you that know more about this group and how it came to be with the, you know, writer of this, the producer of this, and their company themselves, and how they're how they're not pivoting, but what do I want to say? Placing this group, how they're marketing them exactly, what space that they're choosing for them. I would love to know, like, is this group going to appear on music shows? Are they doing anything with Korea as a whole, or they're just saying we're a global group from Japan and leave it at that? They're not necessarily in the K-pop industry. Yeah, this is one of those cases where I didn't have anything to work off when it came to the request, but sometimes it is more fun that way. But yeah, thank you so much for the request. That was 1 or 8. I enjoyed it. Next up, we've got a request from Ben. I'm sorry it has taken an insane amount of time to get to this one. This is probably the oldest request that I have. I don't know why it took me so long to get to it. We're doing iKON. It's been a very long time since we did any iKON. Their song YYY, as well as Bobby's F, which is one of his solo tracks. I don't know if that's going to be here in this video, because it is mentioned in the request that it does cause blockages, I think. Not, you know, bowel blockages, but blockages on YouTube, obviously. And I might have to just throw that up on Patreon and Fourth Wall instead if it does cause all of this to get blocked. But I guess I'll have fun figuring that out during the editing process. So let's get to it. This will be the first time I'm listening to a new iKON song in... how long has it been? 2.5 years? I don't even know when the last one I reacted to that I hadn't heard of. This is from, it looks like 2021, and I know these are always earlier from when they submit them, but that is my birthday, March 3rd, my birthday.
사랑했어 사랑으로 인연했어 연인으로 이별 없이 영원할 줄 알았는데 사실 아직도 거짓말 같죠 활짝 웃으며 올 것만 같죠
Oh man.
아름다웠던 모습 그대로 이제 와서야 후회만 해요 웃는 게 예쁜
Wow, I haven't seen these faces in so long.
지켜주지도 못했지 너란 것 빨갛게 불타오르던 우리 모든 게 하얗게 쟤만 남았죠 사랑했어 사랑으로 인연했어 연인으로 아름다운 사랑 꽃을 피웠는데 웃음 후에 님의
Man, he has such a nice voice. Oh, slowing down that same melody and turning into the rap verse is so good.
모든 것들을 잃고 난 후에 소중함을 알게 될까 결국 이 지경이 꼬리진 나란 놈 지켜주지도 못했지 너란 것 빨갛게 불타오르던 우리 모든 게 하얗게 쟤만 남았죠 사랑했어
This is really good. It's making me kind of tear up a little bit. Dude, the wind is blowing at maximum speed in that dance scene. The fans were on. Oh my god, the emotion he's carrying in his voice. Listen, I did the same thing. It's the thought I had in my head when I thought of iKON, when I thought of YG, when I thought of what we were going to get when iKON was on Kingdom, and really honestly, what they were in a way kind of posed as on Kingdom. I mean, they were the hip hop group Rhythm Ta. They were just that. But all the emotional songs that I've heard from iKON are like by far their best songs. By far. Even right here that pops up, But You, banger. Absolute banger. And there's another one too that was requested years ago that I'm totally forgetting the name of that I also love. All of their emotional tracks are just the ones, and they are so vocally talented too. This isn't. I love. We're listening to this again. I don't care what you say. We do have to get on to Bobby's, but this song's so freaking good. Oh, I love it. This is one of those tracks too that I feel like when someone requests this, I feel like, oh, you're really, I mean, I know I've been doing this for now over 4.5 years, but like you got my taste down. Something like this coming from a boy group is like, that is what I want. That is my shit. Oh, it's so good. 사랑했어, 사랑으로 인연했어, 연인으로 이별 없이 영원할 줄 알았는데. I like the frozen in time look of that opening scene. God, it's so annoying that I've forgotten their names. Oh, the leader starts with a D. He's the one that has that really great ending vocal line. But I remember him, and then the other one that I said whose voice I loved being the vocals that popped the most to me. God damn it, I forget their names. I only remember Bobby at this point. Right? I'm pretty sure he's the leader. Yo, when this fucking pre-chorus kicks in. 지켜주지도 못했지 너란 것 빨갛게 불타오르던 우리 모든 게 하얗게 쟤만 남았죠. Dude, that goes hard. 사랑했어 사랑으로 인연했어 연인 This has like all the best parts of a really great fucking second gen song too. Choreography is really pretty. Is this the only time we really see Bobby? Why do I feel like I didn't see him in any of the other scenes? I could just be blind. I feel like this is the only time I noticed him. God, the rap verse works so well with the rest of the song too. That really like echoed, reverberating bass line is just so pretty. Oh. I'm gonna be listening to this one a lot this week. No, Bobby's there. Yeah, he's there. I'm just blind. Wow, this scene is so pretty too. Really though, they have the fans blowing like crazy. Look at their clothes. I like how he like aims the rifle in the choreography. Why? This part is like the icing on the cake. Woo. That's how you nail it. Oh, that's such a good song. Oh, and then they burned the bus that they were on. Oh, that's such a good song. Yeah, man. That's what I want. I mean, the other side of iKON is fun too, but that's the bread and butter. That's the stuff that I really like. Ooh, that was so good. Why? 35 million views. It deserves more than that. Shit was awesome. All right, now we're now we're getting on to Bobby's. I think I was a couple seconds into the video by mistake, and I turned to it, and it's just in big letters. It said "fuck you," and I couldn't help but laugh. But it is called F. I don't know if this is gonna cause this whole video to get blocked, but we will see. Let's get to it.
Now I'm sticking birds like a motherfucker. Man, fuck you, still trying, cause I got no motherfucker name more than I'm the boss, motherfucker. I hate it wrong, fucking motherfuckers. Can't just fuck with your motherfuckers. Thank you, and have a nice phone, motherfucker. Sit back and watch that shot. They got a car going down, they got the line and go. They used to never want to see y'all.
Oh my god, he's not holding back.
Just to fasten y'all. Now look, cause motherfucking wrong. They say you was worried about me, huh? Worried about me, huh? They never get a shit about me. Like a motherfucker. Fuck you, still trying.
What?
Cause I got no motherfucker name more than we. I'm the boss, motherfucker. I hate the wrong fucking motherfuckers. Can't just fuck with your motherfuckers. Thank you and have a nice phone, motherfucker. Sit back and watch. Throwing that on your face. Kid, macho, I'm about to throw a nap on your face.
Holy shit, this has like a sick blend of genres in it. There's like this southern rock feel to this.
storming out, storming walk hard to get my brain. 모든 한수 있어 배거리는 무중력 상태. 조각에 모르고 씹어먹어 물이 완전 무장이 된. 지가 제일 깊숙한 곳에서 우리 우주 비행을 해. 꽉 충전되는 에너지 폭발이 아주 아날린다게 부신 후에 느낌은 무중.
This is fucking crazy. Okay, this is a gym song through and through. But what am I? This song is having an identity crisis, but the best kind. The raspiness in his vocals.
You wanna see him mess up? But my fans will be my life. My own phone said blow dry walk. And I rockin' ladies violate Chicago. It's the car
Yeah, there's a real like southern rock twang in this, but like southern metal. Dude, this video is perfection. That was hype as hell. It was energy through and through, but also like shows just how much I feel like there was maybe a little pent up aggression, but also this pent up creativity in Bobby as well. I don't know where this is in the realm of him releasing like solo shit or shit outside of the purview of YG, because this was a year ago. This was October of 2023, actually. So a year and almost a year and a half. So that was around the time, right, when they did split from YG? I think so. I can't remember. But this is just, it's so unique. It feels like someone that had a million ideas that they wanted to put out there, and they just blended a bunch of different ones together, both musically and like the energy of the song. And it still works out really well. It's like haptic and hectic and kind of a beautiful mess. I really love it. Visually too, it's just so enthralling. Let's watch this one again. Do a little pause and talking. It's also a really nice length. This is a song that really puts its foot on the gas pedal from the get-go and doesn't let go of you. Those are the songs that you want to be shorter rather than longer. So I think 2.5 minutes is perfect for this song. Let's check it out. Man, it knows, it tells you what you're in for right away.
I'm sticking birds like a motherfucker. Fuck you, still trying, cause I got no more fucking them more than I'm the boss, motherfucker. I had the wrong fucking motherfuckers. Can't just fuck with your motherfuckers.
His outfits in this are so sick looking too. I don't even know how to describe them. Yeah, these guitars and even that bass, it feels super reminiscent of some like southern rock, but even like some southern metal acts that I've listened to. Certain elements of this that at least reminds me of that. Yeah, this feels like a love letter, we'll call it. To the company in a way, possibly. Now I'm sticking breads like a motherfucker. Fuck you, still trying, cause I got no motherfucker now, I'm the boss, motherfucker. I hate the wrong fucking motherfuckers. Can't just fuck with your motherfuckers. Thank you, whenever nice fun, motherfucker. Sit back and watch, throwing that on your face. God, it's so crazy to see how humble he can act too off stage, that this is the same guy. Dude, and then this. Holy shit. Then we go into this fucking like noisy dubstep adjacent like drum and bass bit that is so fucking sick. I want to like start playing Need for Speed Underground to this or something. That's an old reference. I feel like they haven't had a Need for Speed Underground in probably 20 years maybe. This is some like oh my god, dude, that I felt like that whole entire verse was like a big ass flex for him. I mean, I'm impressed. I also just love when an artist can just put their whole selves. There's nothing holding him back anymore, that he can just put everything that he wants into this. There's nobody telling him no. There's nobody stopping him, and he can do exactly what he wants. And then that kind of creativity and the uniqueness of this also shows, especially in the space of K-pop. You know, not only lyrically or most K-pop rappers or groups, but you know, Bobby was always one of those. He was always of the ilk, even though I'm someone that, you know, I don't know a ton about iKON. I don't even know a ton about Bobby. I've seen plenty of him on different shows, whether it be Kingdom or others that he's guest appeared on. But he's always been of the ilk where like not really a K-pop rapper, more real rapper. I love this. There's this like grotesqueness to this, and this like feels super. It's got like a punk rock vibe too. Man, it's such a beautiful blend of genres in this. This feels like a scene out of a Die Antwoord video, where it's like meant to be a little messy and ugly. What is the flash that comes on? I'm sorry, I need to see that. Looks like someone hung upside down. Did it already miss it? No, it goes so fast, dude. It's like a single flash. Looks like someone strung up by the feet. Oh, it's him. It's in the opening. It's him in the opening. Okay. Damn, that's so sick though. Man. Shit's got style. Man, with the amount that I've played this video too, and this song, it's for sure getting blocked. I fucking loved that, man. That was so very good. Kind of said everything I needed to about this song. It's fantastic, and I love how it feels so unshackled. That's really what this feels like. Like a beast was just let loose on this whole song, and even in the video itself, he kills it from pretty much every direction. Yeah, let me know what you think about both of these iKON/Bobby tracks. All right, next up, we're going to be checking out XLOV, which is a group that I've been recommended here in the chat during this stream, with their debut, I'm a Bee. Now, we just did Zero Base 1, so it made sense to move on to this one because I think 3 of the 4 members of this group were from Boys Planet. Wamudi is the one that I know and that did get a ton of screen time on Boys Planet. The other 2 that must have been in Boys Planet, I don't really remember from the show itself. But looking at their K profile and like the visuals for this, it is very interesting. And looking at the comments below, people are saying that this kind of reminds them of Taemin or Only One Of, which then I would say that makes sense because it does feel, as someone said in the chat, very genderless in a way, in the way that they're styled from what I saw. So let's check it out. This is XLOV with their debut, I'm a Bee.
You know it's not a game. Reality에 깨어날 수도 없지. Yeah, just think about this. 그저 신호가 올 때까지. Yeah. Siren이 울리고 소란스럽게 문을 두드리는 100 low beeps. See my body moving like this. I'm riding on the wall of prejudice. here I come and get it. 예고편일 뿐이야, so just sit and down and watch it. 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8 uptown and burn it. I'm your wish, 이제 시작이야. I'ma be
Oh, this video is sick. Oh, yes. Okay, I didn't know how to feel. The first part of the chorus, I don't think I like. The second part, holy shit, real good. Let's keep going.
in the hole like a cat, but I can't help for that. The gun for my head is that the philosophy gun. 멀쩡한 작품은 나거나 lie. Color free, 무대에 펼쳐진 me. The paint, the color you need, yeah. Siren이 울리, 고소란스럽게 심장을 파고드는 100 loud. Say my body moving like this. I'm riding on the wall of prejudice.
They arch their bodies like they're in a goddamn horror movie.
I'm blooming on the rain and I'm dancing on the pain.
This is a type of progressiveness that I don't necessarily expect from K-pop, exactly.
Silly, silly girl, baby, here I come and get it. 예고편일 뿐이야, so just sit and down and watch it. 4, 5, 6 and 7, 8 the town and burned it. I'm your wish, 이제 시작이야. I'ma be a
This is the part that fucking hits. The choreography is really good.
I know, baby, what you need. Tell me again, 고개를 들고 나와 눈을 맞춰. Say love me 'cause you know that I'm the real, yeah. 끝나지 않는 love, 짙어져가 it's not the
That slow descent into the drop is so good. It's a huge, I think it's just a huge plus that you could say about a concept or just a group in general when you're putting something out. In K-pop being very saturated, like there are a lot of groups, and I think we're starting to see now, like post COVID and post there just being like an explosion of everyone doing crazy well, that now there's maybe just a little too many groups than this industry can really foster, that there is a heavy saturation and things starting to feel somewhat samey in some ways. And it's really nice when a group could come out and debut and put something out that you've hardly ever really seen. And I think that comment below in this video was so perfect, in that this type of, kind of blended genderless concept, in a way, I've only really seen from, looking at the way that Taemin could fucking move and some bold styles that he'll choose, and then definitely only one of for sure. So it is something that feels fresh and it feels unique, and it feels, like it stands out of the pack of everything else. But regardless of just the visual aesthetic of this, the song itself is very good. I'm still unsure about that first drop, but then it really does ascend to become a whole lot more in the second part of the chorus. And the vocal performances are so good. The choreography is awesome in this, that I imagine the live stage is just sick. So let's check this out one more time. Really like anything that is kind of horror adjacent, that this feels like we're seeing a little mini K-pop version of like Pink Floyd's The Wall here, in this dreary classroom that is just black and white and everyone is the same, and we need to add a little spice, a little color. Hair going crazy.
Yeah, just think about this.
God, the like little gems on his face. He always had, throughout Boys Planet, though, like one of the most unique looking visuals and faces in general on that show. He stood out every time. That's why he was one of the easiest people early on for me to recognize, even if I couldn't at first remember his name. So like it's no surprise to me that not only is he like in such a bold concept like this, but also that he did find a place after Boys Planet. Damn. Whoever's dressed as Freddy Krueger can dance. Every time it comes, I don't know how to feel about that. But then here's where I'm on board. Yeah, someone also said in the chat that they could see aespa killing this choreography, and this part specifically feels so aespa to me. That part.
Working in the hole like a cat, but I can't help for that. The gun for my head is that the philosophy gun.
Was this person here in Boys Planet? Were they the one of this four that wasn't on it? Because I feel like I would have noticed them. They have a very, very distinctive visual look as well. I think if you're talking about like an androgynous kind of like genderless concept, they fit that bill for sure. Damn, his vocals are great on this.
I'm blooming on a ring and I'm dancing on a paint. Oh, I can take it if I want it. Silly, silly girl, baby, here I come again.
Every time. I think it's because like we've gotten these like really alluring, like literally luring you in kind of vocals that are just so dreary and wavering, and they're beautiful. And then the tone that this drop is performed in sounds like a boy group drop that I've heard a million times. But it becomes more than that. But my first reaction is like, oh no, because I've had it in a million songs to where I'm enjoying it and then like, oh no, you're doing the boy group thing. And here it goes. And you think you're going to get that, but it does become so much more.
Oh, I can take it if I want it. Silly, silly girl, baby, here I come and get it. So just sit down and watch it. 4, 5, 6, and 7.
I love all the backing vocals layering this though. It gives you this kind of this horror, like psychotic kind of feeling, like voices speaking to you. Really like the styling throughout this whole video. Threw a stuffed animal at me. Yeah, I think they do say silly, silly girl at that point. But yeah, it feels very like your typical boy group like drop at that portion. But like I said, I think it becomes so much more than that. And the second part of that chorus is very, very good that it doesn't really bother me as a whole. I think that this concept in general feels pretty novel in a lot of ways, and I think it's an impressive debut for sure. Yeah, everyone is kind of nailing it in the comments and saying what this reminds them of, or other K-pop idols that may have had vibes that were similar to this. There's a whole lot of Taemin that's being said, but plenty of others that make a lot of sense. And it's funny how these trends all go to a point to where they become boring for everyone, where everyone was crazy about the whole disco thing for a while. We went into a lot of K-pop groups doing rock-inspired things for a while, and then Y2K has been the craze for like the last 2 years, and that this doesn't really follow any of that, and I really like it. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on XLOV. I think I'm saying that right, because it said that it was like absence of love. Basically, that's why it's XLOV. I don't think you say XLOV. We're doing ONEUS. It's been a while, ONEUS, with their song. What does this stand for? I Know You Know? That's all I could assume from IKUK is I Know You Know. They just got done on Road to Kingdom Ace of Ace, I believe it was called. This is a Road to Kingdom ×2 that they're back on, but this has no Kingdom following after like the previous Road to Kingdom did. I had just mentioned in chat, I had really seen nothing on this show. I had intended to watch it on Patreon and Fourth Wall, but then also I saw nobody really caring too much about the show. I could just be in different spaces than maybe some of you, but I'm wholly unspoiled on this show, so I have no idea who won. I have no idea about any of the performances, but ONEUS in general, interesting group, and also I'd say Rainbow Bridge in general, very interesting right now what they're kind of doing. I feel like when I started my channel that they were a company that I latched onto a lot of their groups, whether it be starting with, Mamamoo and then branching out from ONEUS to ONEUS to really, really loving Purple Kiss, to where now it does feel like they're just letting everybody die. Mamamoo is not there to be their bread and butter and to make them all their money, and Purple Kiss for some reason stopped selling and now is just perpetually on tour, and it just feels like everything is slowly just teetering out until nothing exists anymore when it comes to Rainbow Bridge. I don't know really what they expect to do, but promotion in general, it feels like night and day when you look at these groups 3 years ago compared to now. It's very odd. This is very strange. I don't see a business plan forward, basically, is what I'm saying, other than like milking what you got and then the cow dies, I guess. I don't know. You let me know how you guys feel about that in general, of what you think their game plan is. But so far from what I see, it doesn't seem too bright, the future as a whole for the company, unless they have some plans to debut someone recently and they get a hit in some way. But I just don't see it happening. And it's unfortunate. Like, ONEUS is a very talented, fantastic group, and this video has been out for a week now, and it's got less than 500,000 views. Same with like Purple Kiss, who I think has in a lot of ways only gotten better, but those view counts have decreased greatly. It's crazy, but it's pretty sad. I'd say especially for like Purple Kiss, a group that I really do love a lot. So it's sad. But I don't mean to start off on such a dire note. Let's get to this new song. I haven't seen these guys since, 2023? That comeback? I don't think there was anything in between, unless I totally missed something in 2024. But let's get to it.
For sure.
No captains.
난 used to this feel like don't know 도망친다고 느끼면 aware. Nobody just like you 절대 떠나지 못해.
Oh, this is like a straight up performance video.
얘네들의 왠지 숨기지 마. You make me feel so la 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 la.
Oh, he's abbing it up. I was right about the name. This is a really great example of like just what I was saying before. Yeah, they're not looking to spend any fucking money. So this is like a performance video, but it is a really sick performance video. They transition from member to member so well. Like, I can't be mad at it, even if they were being cheap on the video. I can't even be mad at it. Orun gets the crazy vocal filter on all of his lines. I like how they've left Soho's lines largely untouched, though, with that filter. I need to hear that beautiful voice. Oh wow, this feels like one of their older videos. What the fuck is going on? Oh, that was kind of sick. I didn't really understand how it fit, but I liked it. Oh, that kick was smooth. Okay, you know, maybe I have no qualms with the video because, like, if you're going to do something that really is kind of a performance video, but do it to, like, the nines, is decked out, it is as good as a performance video can really be. That's kind of what this is. It is real fucking good. They were always a big standout, even on, like, Road to Kingdom, for being, like, you know, alongside a lot of those groups being so great at performance. Road to Kingdom, now looking back on it, even though I forget a lot of it, was pretty stacked with groups that are known for, you know, some really like ornate performance concepts, whether it be them, whether it be the boys, Pentagon doing that plenty. Like, they did a great job on that show, and that also just shows here of them being such a proficient performance group in general. Catchy track, even if I didn't maybe get the little, like, real horror aesthetic lean into Hwanwoong's portion during the bridge, but I think that they are a group that fits that style really well too, and they've kind of delved in that here and there. And you look at Ito, and I feel like he can be a perfect, like, Mr. Jekyll and Hyde, or he can be both Dracula and Frankenstein at the same time. He's got a Frankenstein-like frame. So they fit kind of something that leans a little bit more in the horror realm, which this does in a lot of ways. But yeah, I really dug this. Let's listen to this again. So they, most of the album was also remaking the old title tracks with 5 members now. That makes sense. Yeah, especially with, like, how separated they became. And there was such, like, I don't know if there still is, but at least the first, I'd say like 6 months to a year that he left this group, there was like a strong fighting force for him on Twitter. There always is. Like, no matter what the person does, there's always this like this weird group that supports them no matter what, because they're not ready to come to terms with someone they love or like a lot doing something untoward. But yeah, I could see them wanting to distance themselves in ways, because from what I recall, the reasons in which he left, right, were pretty not great, like pretty bad accusations. So that's not something that you even like, oh yeah, you know, you don't bring up his name ever again, right? Which most K-pop groups don't even do that, even when it's like like he smoked a little bit of weed. They still won't bring up the dude's name ever again. K-pop's weird like that. This is a really interesting theme in general. Like musically, it's so theatrical.
난 used to this feel like don't know 도망친다고 느끼면 aware Nobody just like you 절대 떠나지 못해 I know that you are mine.
Like, you remember those performances on Kingdom that were super elaborate, and they had the moving camera going throughout like separate stages and showing each member. You could see this being a performance on Kingdom proper.
You make me feel so la 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 la. It feels like perfect.
See, we all know that Ito had it like that, but this portion of the song, I think that I like it watching the performance because he's so captivating. I feel like by itself, I wouldn't like this, listening to just the song, you know, on Spotify or something. Just this portion. But then it gets good. There's really great camera work in this. I'll still never get over this many years in, and I forget that it's not Kunhee that is Dongmyeong's twin. I need to remind myself of that. Because God, it looks so similar. It's crazy. That red vest looks slick. The color palette throughout this video too is just so consistent. Black, white, red. It is funny though to see like that this was mostly just filmed in like a conference room in a way. The video, you sometimes forget that they're saving money on this and that it is pretty cheap until you get to certain scenes. Like that looks good, that looks good. But here you get, it's like we put up a little red curtain for you guys and a table. But we put flowers on the table's legs. Like that could have been filmed on one of their TikToks. this part is so strange. This almost feels like it was a leftover performance from Kingdom in some ways, but that's not a bad thing. They didn't perform this on the show, right? Because sometimes for those competition shows, like the very final song is like their new comeback, like their new song. So I don't know if this was for that. Overall, real good. I mean, this sticks with me way more than their Baila Conmigo song from 2023, which I did really like at first impression, but I didn't tend to really come back to that song too much, where I do like this one a lot more, and it does feel super ONEUS, definitely, for sure. They've had over the last like 3 years, I think they've been kind of hit or miss for me from song to song, some better than others. I'm trying to scroll back and remember, like Erase Me. I feel like that's when I first noticed everyone loved Same Scent, and honestly that is a song that I should love, but for some reason it just didn't do it for me as much. But Erase Me was another one that felt almost a little second Jenny in some ways, and how it reminded, and that's when I felt like we saw the budget start to dip with that music video. I just remember them in the dark in a field with lots of lights, and that's all I really remember from that one. But yeah, this is a good return to form. Even if our budget isn't there, they still did the most with it. It's like a 10 out of 10 music video, as good as you can really get for or performance video, as good as you can get for one of those. So yeah. Oh, they also, yes, you're right, they did have that remake song, which I never checked out the actual video, but I did react to the live stage performance of that when I reacted to a whole music bank, so everything that was on there, and they were on the list, so I watched that live, and that's up on Patreon and Fourth Wall. But I never did check out the actual like official video release for that song, but I did enjoy that one as well. So yeah, let me know where you sit on where Rainbow Bridge is these days, or where they're going, because like if I had to be like honest about it and how I really feel, and not just like totally relying on hopium, I don't really see many of their groups going beyond 2026, 2027-ish. Like, when does the like ONEUS contract really end? I feel like they've been around for a good bit. Purple Kiss debuted in 2020? End of 2020? Or was it 2021? I already forget that too, but that's been a while too. So, I don't know, 2026, 2027. But yeah. It's sad. It bums me out thinking about it. And even now, I saw them announce earlier today or yesterday, I don't know if they're like remasters or something of Mamamoo songs. I saw an album, but it's nothing like new. There's no like concrete like new songs with the members on it. And everyone is just complaining in the comments saying, we don't want this. This is not what we want. But yeah, ONEUS being 2019... They're kind of, yeah, you're already at that 6-year mark. Yeah, it makes me sad thinking about it. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think. I've always kind of praised them for pushing ONEUS as much as they did, even though that they're like a band and one of the lesser popular bands in K-pop to begin with. So like the fact that they had as many releases that they have had without the sales there, I always thought that was really cool and wanted them to tour more. But I don't know, man. My head's all jumbled and I'm just sad about it. All right, next up we've got BBGIRLS with their song Love 2. I just listened to their BBGIRLS debut earlier today, and I do like that song, even with like basically like the heavy sample usage in a way. I do really like that song. We've lost a member here, so we're down to 3 with BBGIRLS. It feels similar to what I was almost just saying about ONEUS. Like, I don't know how far this goes, how far this extends, but I also don't necessarily know. I need to know the financials of how these groups sometimes survive in ways. I would think a lot of, like, does BBGIRLS do a lot of festivals? They do a lot of those like college tours and things in Korea. I could see that being a great lifeblood for them. But I'm always curious about this stuff. But one thing I would say that I'm just so happy about is that they continue to fucking go for it. And they continue to do it. I love to see groups that people would consider like older continuously do the shit they love to do. And how can you not love that and want to support that? So I do own, actually, I did buy a Brave Girls CD, like their best of CD, which I don't buy like CDs that are just straight jewel case ones. I feel like they take up space more than anything, rather than like a K-pop album. But I did buy theirs because I was like, hey, it would be cool to own something of theirs physically, and I probably never will outside of that best of album. So I do strongly support. What did I say on the video that's bad? What will fans not like? What did I say? That I bought their best of album? They don't want that? Now I'm going to have to edit this. Oh, was it? Oh, I thought that was like an old thing that they released. Not like right around renewal period. Well, I bought that, all right? Sue me. Let's watch BBGIRLS Love 2. And now we've just got Minyoung, we've got Yuna, and we've got Eunji here. I didn't know it was boycotted. I can't listen. It's 2025. There's a million things going on. If you think that I got my finger on the pulse of every single little issue that K-pop fans care about, you're sorely mistaken. Because every 5 minutes it changes of what we're boycotting or what we're in favor of or what we're against. And I just can't keep up, all right? I'm leaving that in. Let's go. I'm only human. All 4 of the BBGIRLS fans are going to yell at me. Okay, I love how this started. That's a big ass can, or those are small hands?
조금 조심스럽지만 물어볼게 내 맘 충분히 알고 있을 거라 생각해 이 맘이 알면 네가 반겨줄까 우리 손잡아도 괜찮을까 I do love you 나를 깜짝깜짝 놀래키는 말투 눈물까지 닦아내는 말투 I don't love to lose stars align
like them sticking in this like city pop 80s lane. It suits them so very well. But also right before like the chorus, we had a suit like it was so close to like a Phil Collins drum fill, and I loved it. This is a stupidly cute video. Those are huge cans. Yuna looks so different. This video is so wholesome. Oh my god, this just like, it wasn't short, but it felt like it just ended. Like ended out of nowhere. I think that like visual of, do those even have a name outside of like cans and string? do like younger people have the like the knowledge that is used of, I don't know, maybe in science class or something like that? But I always think of like old sitcoms where like the best friend would talk to their other best friend who lived next door because they'd each have a can and string connecting their, you know, their windows, where they would chat with each other like little analog walkie-talkies. But I think it's a really wholesome, cute video of like them extending out those strings like to all their fans in a way. That's at least what I pulled out of it. It was really, really cute. I honestly forget, like with this rebrand, like who they're with and how that switched from the previous company, which I was accosted for previously. But I mean, that looks like, you know, shades of the Amazon logo. But it was a very, very cute video. There are so many ways, as we just saw with ONEUS prior, there are ways to where you can have a really effective, cheaper music video, which this is one of those, but it's still so oozing with style and knows what it is. It still has like the foresight and the vision to really create a very finished product. Like here, something about it and the framing, like when they had the highway overhead, it does feel very early 90s to me in a lot of ways. I don't know if it's also like the kind of color palette that we're going with here too, but it's a really great video. I don't know why Yuna looks so very different for me here. Maybe it's her hairstyle, but they were awesome. Unji had abs out yet again. I really like the song. I think that them sticking with this style, going for things that are city pop or city pop adjacent, any kind of retro sound, I think suits them super, super well. Or if they want to go in their other lane, which I feel like their two strong suits are retro sounds and very, very overtly summer sounds. And I think every fan of theirs probably knows that already. And I think it's like a really great fit. Oh, so they're on the same label as High Key, so that's pretty cool. All that stuff gets very, very confusing sometimes, especially when groups reach their lifespan to the point that they have, to where you are shifting around a lot and there are a lot of moving parts. But is this a single album or like a single release, or is it actually an album itself? I would actually be surprised if they put out a whole mini. They did have Lemonade, which we did check out. I remember that video being spicy as all hell, but was a really good song. Hopefully at some point they do get to put out an actual mini album. But yeah, this is a great release from them. Yeah, I could see it as one of those, which is another reason exactly why you would want to support something like this when it feels so personally funded. and that, like, just like I was saying, that it feels not so much like a job anymore for them, but this is still a passion that they have, is like very admirable, especially in like an industry where they wanna push you out, you know, once you're 32, 33 plus or whatever, even when you're fucking Taeyeon.